And this here is a heater box from a Mark 3 Golf. The Mark 2 is very similar, so the same principles apply if it's a Mark 1 or a Mark 2. The heater matrix normally goes on the earlier cars, so most people just fit a Mark 3 heater matrix, which is can withstand the pressure. This is the left-hand drive one, which normally sits around this way, but it's more or less the same thing. Obviously, the right-hand drive, this section is over there, but that's the same. Some of this is just mirrored from one side to the other. It's pretty simple. Now, another problem that these have is that you don't get warm air, and you don't also get cold air. This is a non-AC car. With AC, you obviously have the condenser, or not the condenser, sorry, but the AC rad here, just after the fan. And sometimes the AC doesn't feel very cold, and you wonder why. You think it's because of the gas and stuff. It's potentially not. It's because of there's foam in the flaps, which we'll get to, which God knows why they've done it, but it decays through time, so it doesn't matter what position you have this in. This is aluminium tape, which is for boilers, extractor fans and stuff like that, so it's resistance for heat and cold, and you'll see what this is used for. A few spare clips, because obviously somebody's been at this already, and some of the clips are missing, so out of stock we had 2 spare clips and some basic draft excluder from your DIY store, which again you'll see where this comes in handy. Okay, so we're going to remove these. Normally you wouldn't remove these. If you're just doing the heater matrix, you would just unscrew the heater matrix, pull it out and put it back in. But this is, a lot of people don't, you know, all these cars now with this age, the sponge just decays. And if you get like little bits of foam and sponge coming out your vents, and you're wondering where it's coming from, you'll see in a minute where it's coming from. So let's just remove this. Put this to one side. Sorry for all the mess. And there you go. As you can see, literally just, these are the flaps. These are the flaps that you turn. So even if you're trying to get air to go to your face or to go down or to go to, it still doesn't, it just blows through, it doesn't go anywhere. And also it rattles on these as well, because the foam is gone, so that's what the draft excluder is for, but I'll show you all of that. See what this end looks like. Wow, look at that. That's in a bad way. And as you can see, the recycle one is also totally okay. So to make this a little bit easier, I'm just going to remove these cables. Okay, so that's made life a bit easier. Just one more. So we'll remove the heater matrix next. Normally you have 2 clips here, but somebody's been at it already and broke the clips. There you go. So good thing we changed it. It was obviously leaking. Okay. So basically what I had to do was handy snap-on tool, wedged it in, pushed it down, and was able to pull on it. This little hook, lifesaver. Look at that. On the inside, as you can see, could do with a clean. So we're going to give that a jet wash. So we've given this a clean. We've used the white spirit to take off the majority of the old glue that was on here, that was loose, as you can see on both sides, on both flaps, and all a good clean in there. Okay, so it's more or less 18 centimeters. Just put this on. Make sure it overlaps slightly. Good thing about this, you can go around the back of it. Make sure it seals nicely. Fold it over. Perfect. And we'll do the same on the inside of it. I always like to put a bit of draft excluder on the ends, because you can see it just kind of touches on there and it stops it rattling, and also when you change from one to the other it's smooth. So I'll also put draft excluder on the other side so it doesn't rattle when it's on the other side as well. So I've always put draft excluder on both sides. So there you go, the first one complete with the draft excluder on both sides, on the inside as well. It's just a quiet operation, nice and smooth, no rattling around. And basically just do the same on these two, really, this side, that side, and then obviously you have to get it in through this gap here. So there you go. Basically just repeated the process with that one, this side, so it's all looking all working nicely. So before we put that one on, I want to put the new heater matrix on. Always try and get the best brand you can. Because you don't want to go and replace this every year or so. Okay, so this comes with this little strip which actually stick along the side here just to seal it. So it goes down the middle. Same on this side. excess off. Okay, so that's in. It's just a case of just screwing these back in. So there you go. These are screwed in now. Kit also comes with this trim piece. Goes like that. Comes with a fresh gasket for the bulkhead. So nice and fresh as it protrudes through. Okay, so that's done. We can put that to one side. All we've got left now is to do is this side. Close off, as you can see it there. So just the same again, really. Just put these on. This doesn't really need the drop excluder, just needs this. So I'll cut these and okay, so now it's just putting it back together again. Put this little seal on. Marry them up carefully. Get these clips on. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this was missing already 2 clips. It was loose, so it wasn't working efficiently. But we had spares, so we just used what we had stock. Because you don't want to lose air, that it just doesn't, the blower doesn't work for the demister properly, and these clips go on a long way. You've got to adjust it and make sure it's at the end, because otherwise you won't get the full movement. You see, so it's nice and tight. Okay, perfect. In this case, actually, with the heater one, make sure it's actually its shortest then. The long side in first. Bring it towards you. I can see this was quite badly adjusted before. So basically, when it's hot now, it's fully hot. But when it's cold, it lets the air in. And now it's fully closed, so it's perfect. So where it was before, this can also be out as well. If this makes sense, the flap is now fully making the hot air go through. The heater in the other way stops it coming through. So there you have it, all sorted. Nice cold air if you have AC. If you don't, at least you get warm air, and also if you cut off the hot air, it'll actually be cut off and it won't keep them coming through the vent. And also because we've fixed the blocker as well, so when it's off, it is actually off. Okay, thanks for watching.